What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustle here, and today we're going to talk about the cannabis stocks, and I'm going to update you guys with the hottest and the worst performing stocks for the day. But before we get started, I want to ask you guys, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me with my video, so let's try to get this video to 100 likes. Also, I want to talk about Canopy Growth right now. So as you can see right now, we've been seeing higher lows with Canopy Growth. What we saw forming was a triangle pattern, and what usually happens, and I've talked about this many times, is we've seen a breakthrough, and Canopy Growth has had a downward breakthrough right to this support line. So we seem to be hitting this $56 support line. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I also want to talk about this chart right here, which shows the 50-day average and the Bollinger Bands. So as you can see right here, in the past, when these two lines cross, the 50-day average and the Bollinger Bands, right here you saw them cross, and Canopy Growth had a nice correction. Here you saw them cross and they had a nice run. So once again, 50-day average plus the Bollinger Bands cross. So it's not always guaranteed, but what we might see is a small correction with this company, which might explain the recent movements, why we've had a breakthrough in the downward direction. But now we're floating around this support line, which is around $56. We're going to be keeping an eye on Canopy Growth to see whether it breaks below the support line or keeps bouncing in between this support and this resistance at around $64.70. Right now on the day, Canopy Growth is down 2.5%. Technical analysis is giving it a sell, and a neutral. 1 minute it's a buy, and a strong buy. Another company I want to talk about is Aurora Cannabis. And even though we're having a red day with Aurora Cannabis, we're currently down 1.8%. Aurora Cannabis is still trading in between this uptrending support and this uptrending resistance line. So I'm still not concerned. And as I called out in the past, we did have a triangle pattern forming, and what we had was a little mild breakthrough and a gap. So now it seems like we filled in that gap. Aurora Cannabis still seems to be uptrending. We even have a smaller uptrending line right here. So we'll be keeping an eye on Aurora Cannabis to see whether we continue to uptrend or whether we break below this support line right here. But right now, Aurora Cannabis seems to be in a good position. And technical analysis for Aurora Cannabis is currently a neutral, a buy, and a buy. 1 minute is a sell, and a strong sell. So I do want to look at the worst performers for the day first. So the worst performer right now on my watch list is IGNG, currently down 15.7%. Another company is BPTH, currently down 10.5%. I don't know if you guys hear my dogs. And then the rest of the companies are pretty much penny stocks. Let's look at the hottest performers today. Now we have a really huge winner today, a company that went up over 728% today. Many times I'll tell you guys not to chase a stock. Looking at these charts, it doesn't really look like this company has went up that much. I'm not sure what's going on here, but this company has gone up $2.28, which, looking at these charts, it doesn't make sense to me right now. Ticker symbol MTP. Obviously, I don't recommend anyone to chase this stock after having such a huge run. Another really hot company today is ticker symbol MARA, Marathon Patent Group. And this company went up 305%. Looking at these charts, these numbers don't really make sense right now, because it's saying that yesterday it was sitting at $2.30, currently up $2.63, which is not 305% in gains. But that's what I'm reading right now. It might be a glitch on this website right now, but that's what I'm reading, as you could see right here. Another company that's really hot today is Pineapple Express, up 35%. NBEV had a really good day today, up 31%. NBEV has been on a huge run, and I completely missed out on a buying opportunity. As you guys can see these lines, this was a good support line for NBEV, and we broke below the support line. And I did say anything below the support line, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in one of my live streams, would be a great buying opportunity. Of course, NBEV has just been on a massive run. We had a huge gap up here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that gap is going to get filled. We had a huge run, up 31% today. NBEV went as low as $4.73. Having a really good day. Even if you look at their technical analysis, it's currently a buy, a strong buy, and a strong buy. Believe, ticker symbol BE, has also went up 20% today. Ticker symbol SHMP has went up 12%. A lot of companies on fire today. And it's not just today, these companies are on fire, because I'm going to show you this article titled, "These 14 pot stocks gained at least 70% in the first quarter." And you guys could try to guess which one has been the hottest pot stock so far. I'm not sure if you guys will get it right, but I'll get right to it. So the best performers this year so far, first quarter, is Village Farms International, currently up 332%. in Q1. Next runner up is the Green Organic Dutchman, up 100%. Hexo up 93%. Curaleaf up 93%. Origins House up 90%. Organigram is up 89%. Green Thumb Industries is up 88%. Aurora Cannabis, everyone's favorite company, is up 83%. Harvest Health and Recreational is up 83% as well. Innovative Industrial Properties is up 80%. Charlotte's Web Holdings is up 80%. Kronos is up 77%. GW Pharmaceuticals is up 73%. And Supreme Cannabis is up 73%. So not surprisingly, Aurora Cannabis is on this list. Aurora Cannabis has been on fire 2019. So these are all companies to keep an eye out on. But you know what they say, what goes up must come down. All these companies have been hot. Does that mean that we're going to have a correction? Who knows? Maybe this bull run might continue. Also, another company that has been super hot in the past 5 years, which has gone up over 2,000% in the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess it, is Canopy Growth. And that's pretty much the potential we have in this industry. If you invested $1,000 into Canopy Growth 5 years ago, you would have had $200,000 today. That's why everyone loves this industry. It's just all the possibilities are unlimited. Of course, we would love to see 2,000% gains in 5 years. Who wouldn't love to see that? But sometimes it's a hit and miss. It's a swing and miss. You might find a company that goes up drastically, or you might find companies that go bankrupt. But that's the risk involved investing in this industry. So how are investors getting high on Canopy? Over 2,100% gains in the 5 years. $15 billion market cap today. First marijuana company to hit $1 billion market value. First marijuana company to list on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and the first stock to list on the New York Stock Exchange. So looking ahead, how long the cannabis craze will continue is anyone's guess. But considering the trend towards legalization, there's still a number of significant markets in the US that have yet to open. Only 33 states have legalized marijuana for medical use, and just 10 for recreational use. If the rest of the US decides to jump on the weed wagon, then plenty of growth potential still remain. You can see all the states. Pretty much the dark green represents medical and recreational. The light green represents one or the other. I mean, yeah, I guess the brighter green is both. Light green is one and the other. So you could see most of the states has already legalized pot. Only 10 states for recreational use and 33 states for medical use. So we have Washington, which has legalized both. Oregon legalized both. Nevada, California, Colorado, Michigan, Maine, and Vermont. So we still have a whole lot of ground to cover here. This industry is just getting started. Obviously, we would love to see marijuana federally legal in the United States, but only time will tell. And once that does happen, I do expect this industry to boom. And we're going to end it off with another Aurora Cannabis article. This one is by The Motley Fool, 750 million reasons why Aurora Cannabis still lags behind Canopy Growth. The dilution solution. Aurora Cannabis announced that it had filed a preliminary base shelf prospectus in Canada and corresponding a shelf registration statement in the US to raise up to $750 million by issuing new security. There's one thing they all have in common. Dilution is the value of existing shares sooner or later. Aurora Executive Chairman Michael Singer stated, although we have no immediate intention of drawing capital against this shelf prospectus, we have introduced this option as a prudent and long-term strategic measure to provide us with flexibility and access to growth capital, if or when required. Go to another reason, lagging behind. If you don't think dilution is a serious problem for Aurora, perhaps a couple of charts will change your mind. Take a look at how Aurora and Canopy compare in stock gains and market cap gains over the last 3 years. So right here represents the chart in price change by percentage, and right here represents the chart in market cap by percentage. So as you can see, blue is Aurora, and their market cap has been soaring. Canopy Growth, not so much. But the problem is that their stock has been underperforming versus Canopy Growth, mostly because Canopy Growth has not diluted as many shares as Aurora Cannabis. So imagine Aurora did not dilute all those shares. The value of their shares would be a lot higher since their market cap has gone up drastically. Their share prices should have gone up as well. But since they diluted and continue to dilute more shares, we're not seeing a high increase in the share price. So Aurora Cannabis might not be consigned to becoming a perpetual number 2 player though. The main thing the company is missing to catch up with Canopy is a major partner, and there's no good news on that front. In March, Aurora teamed up with Nelson Peltz, the founder and the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar investment firm, Trian Fund Management. Peltz is now a strategic advisor to Aurora. His mission is to find partners for Aurora Cannabis among major companies that operate outside of the cannabis industry. Peltz has plenty of connections in multiple industries, especially in the consumer goods. At least one analyst raised his price target for Aurora because of increased confidence that the company would land a key partner with Peltz' help. It remains to be seen if Aurora will indeed find one or more big partners outside of the cannabis industry, and the devil's in the details of any deals that might be made. But if Aurora Cannabis is ever going to be the clear leader running ahead of Canopy Growth, instead of being a laggard, a huge partner is probably the best way to make it happen. And I agree with Motley Fool. Aurora Cannabis needs to stop diluting their shares, and they just need to find a partner. According to Cam Batley, they've had many companies approach them and give them offers. Maybe Aurora wants more than what companies are willing to offer right now. So only time will tell. I'm still going to stick by my prediction that Aurora Cannabis will land a deal before October 2019. Actually, before I end it, I want to end it with the 5 largest marijuana deals in history. And I'm just going to skim by this. If you guys want to read this full article, you guys could type this in on Google. So, of course, the number one is Constellation Brands invests in Canopy Growth, $4 billion. That was the largest marijuana deal in history. Number 2, which might come as a surprise, and I do believe Aurora Cannabis overpaid for MedRelief, but Aurora Cannabis acquires MedRelief for $1.98 billion, and I do think they did overpay by a lot for this company. Number 3, Altria invests in Kronos Group, $1.8 billion. Number 4, Harvest Health acquires Verano Holdings for $850 million. And number 5, Cresco Labs acquires Origin House for $823 million. Hopefully one day in the future, we'll be seeing a new number 1, which will be some company invests in Aurora Cannabis, $5 to $6 million. Hopefully. Only time will tell. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these articles. When do you guys think Aurora Cannabis will land a deal, or what's their reason for holding, or do you think they will ever land a deal? If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.